Welcome to the Geeks, 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Sean.
And tonight we're reviewing I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah. We're going to play the trailer for you right now.
You're all muffled again. Oh my god, I hated that scene so much.
After what happened last summer,
we are going to the Bahamas.
Nobody deserves a vacation more than
I love that they have the guy. Nobody deserves a vacation more than Julia.
So a great weekend.
She's finally gotten away from it all.
I should have changed that stupid lock.
I love the bartender here. Everyone's a damn singer.
I hated everyone in this movie. They all sucked.
That bartender was great. She was the only one that made sense.
She was mean and rude
She can
too.
never escape her past.
She should be.
The amount
What's
of
happening again?
what?
Because
Planning.
there are some secrets.
There was a
amount of
body in there.
legwork.
I am not going crazy. He's here.
A lot of legwork.
And there are some
That was a nice
fears.
scene.
Hey, Julie, you see any dead
I
bodies
didn't
out
mind
there?
that.
2 summers ago, we hit Ben Willis with our car, and then we threw his body in the water. Can you not tell me the whole story? I'm not that.
That will haunt her forever.
I want off this island.
That's not possible.
That guy.
This time,
What was that face he was making?
there's no
Yeah, it's not possible. Yo. How Freddie Prinze didn't die.
So Freddie Prinze Jr.'s fucking journey.
He had to do it again. They were like, this time we're gonna do the scene, but
did
like do it
last
in a wet
summer.
t-shirt.
get hooked again.
Oh wow.
Yo,
So,
Freddie Prinze Jr.'s journey in this movie.
Okay. Oh. It's a journey of epic proportion.
we'll get to it. So, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Brandy, Mekhi Phifer, Muse Watson, Bill Cobbs, and others. So I did like Jeffrey Combs. I mean, he made that face, but that's, I mean, he's the reanimator. So
Yeah.
it was like,
I just remember
Yeah.
him.
The Reanimator.
I mean, which is a fantastic movie. Have we done? We have not done the.
Did we do the
Reanimator.
Frighteners? Isn't he? He's in the Frighteners too.
We did do Frighteners, yeah. So the murderous fisherman with a hook is back once again to stalk the 2 surviving teens, Julie and Ray, who had left him for dead, as well as caused even more murderous and mayhem this time around. That's what the
Duh, he's back. Duh, he just fell off the boat
Well, he got
into the water.
got his hand cut off.
Did that play a factor in this movie at all?
They just put the hook hand in. They just put the hook in his stump.
I guess.
How did that not get infected?
How did that work when he like hooked into people like you
And lifted them up?
And it was like
Yeah,
it would pull out of his stump.
yeah, he pulled
Like-
a whole guy up like with a hook, and it was crazy. No, it made no, first of all, it didn't make any sense, but we'll talk about that one.
I thought it made perfect sense because he clearly wasn't dead.
Yeah.
So of course he was back.
So, I guess before we get into spoilers, what do you rate this movie?
Low
Probably.
low sidekick. Low sidekick.
I give it a high sidekick. I actually still liked it though. I actually like this movie. it's not bad. It's not terrible.
Yeah,
It's
so
terrible, but it's fitting for the time. You know?
You know, and I was thinking about that a lot, Sean, watching this, that I remember liking these movies a lot more watching them in my 20s. Because when I'm in my 40s watching this, I'm like, you guys are all so stupid.
Yeah.
None of this matters.
But I myself enjoyed this as a horror movie. Like it's okay for me. Like
This
I'm
is
like,
your speed. This is your
yeah,
speed.
it's my speed. It's like okay, I can get down with this. This is fine.
Kevin Williamson, 1998.
he didn't do this one.
Mm-mm.
He had to be producer. He had to have some.
Even a producer. I looked it up because I was like, because something seemed off.
Though it's still his style.
Of course, they just riffed
Thick,
it.
all of it's the same.
This guy did like all the CW shit on like CW.
Yeah, the director and everything. These are nobody. Like, they're not good.
Low sidekick for me. Low sidekick.
I'm gonna give it a sidekick because I did
Wow.
like the upped body count. I wasn't bored because it was an up body count. Was my eyes rolling half the time? Yes.
10 bodies in this movie.
Yeah, and in the first movie, I mean 3, 4.
Well, the body count is why it leaps out of the 0 territory, right? Because there are some kills on here, but almost all of them are inconsequential until you get to the very end.
Well, of course. I mean,
Well,
you get
the
the boat guy. You get.
I guess that's a weird argument to make. That is a weird argument to make. Sorry.
He killed everybody
I'll
on the
retract
island. He killed everybody on the island.
Okay. So, but like this guy, Ben Willis, is like, he is a man of incredible means.
Oh, are you talking about Ben Willis or Willis Benson?
Will Benson.
What kind of stupid shit is that?
Duh, Julie, didn't you get it? Duh, Ben's son. Like, I was like, oh my god.
I was like, what?
That's so the amount of planning, the amount of like staging dead bodies and then moving them just to be like, ha ha ha, I think she's crazy. Like, why so much legwork? Why don't?
But that's what all slashers do.
And he don't kill like, yeah, he kills everybody except for like why the fuck can't they kill Freddie Prinze Jr.? Like, this was, oh my god, sorry,
he died multiple times.
Dude, yo. When
Okay.
Freddie Prinze Jr. left out the hospital,
He's coding.
Yo, Freddie Prinze Jr. went on a journey of like 8 different movies.
Every
scene
of the Rings kind of fucking journey.
Every single scene that he was in was a different genre of movie.
It totally was.
Until the very end, he's in a fucking infomercial at the very end of this son of a bitch.
Yo, he had a motherfucker
with his toothbrush that he loved.
With his fucking aggressive toothbrushing.
Yeah, yo, he had a motherfucker at gunpoint. It was like,
Sean, I'm telling you, he's like,
and then there was no bullets in the gun.
Dude, okay, hold on. All right. Are we gonna
there
get
were
into
bullets in the gun? They just didn't work.
Right. They just, I don't know how, but
yeah.
You know what? Let's get into some spoilers.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
I don't remember that last time. That is a thing of nightmares. I just want to let you guys
We
know.
totally did last time. Of course we did.
I don't remember it.
So it starts off, and I'm thinking, all right, at least they get to, they're letting Jennifer Love Hewitt be very attractive. You know, they're not dressing her down like they did in the first movie for the most of it. But very quickly, Brandy comes in, and the Brandy energy in this movie is too much for me. I can't.
First of all,
the
club that Brandy went to don't even make no sense to me. I'm like, wait, you're into this music? That club was heavy.
Yes.
It was like,
it was Orgy's Blue Monday playing, but it was which is a heavy metal. It's a heavy metal electronic band. They're not really like screamo guys, but
it was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, okay, Mekhi Phifer and Brandy are hanging out in this club. Okay.
Yeah, there's like industrial metal everywhere. It looks like the set from Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
girders and shit.
Hello, Mekhi Phifer, Brandy, fresh off of The Boy Is Mine.
Mekhi Phifer also being rather annoying throughout the movie.
Yeah, he was being a black guy in this movie. He was trying to be a black guy in this movie. Like, fuck that shit. Fuck that. Yeah, like he had that hard. He tried to be hard. Like, yo, you ain't hard, man. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, you watched him in 8 Mile.
He's like, you in college, man. You gotta turn that off. Like, you ain't hard.
They're in
Well, it's so weird
college.
to me that they kept bringing their friend Will. I'm like, this guy is
Yeah,
so
she's-
milquetoast.
yeah.
Like, what is?
And what's with Brandy? Like,
The gay friend? That's what I
Yeah.
thought. I thought it was the gay friend.
well, Brandy's constantly trying to get her to hook up with Will, and I'm just like, man, like she's having issues with her dude, but like, lay off. But even that, all that drama, like you just want to be with your friends, and I'm poor still. Like,
Yeah, did we end this first movie in a better place between the two of them?
God, and then
what
like,
is that?
then like the movie's just like, you know what we're gonna do? They're gonna win.
Still.
He does. He's like, I'm poor, and you don't like me, and she's like, that's not what I said, and he like storms out and walks away.
Oh my
He goes back to his fishing boat
Again, written by and directed by CW people. This is the CW movie.
It's so
It-
CW.
Yeah, it has to be, because only on the CW are you just sitting around waiting for the movie's plot to kick in. And how does it kick in? A random fucking radio contest that calls you, and you win a trip to the Bahamas. Like,
Wait, what?
Did you say Rio? No.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got
like,
the damn answer
And
wrong.
then she calls Ray. She calls Ray. She's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the Bahamas. You want to go?" And he's like, God." He's giving her a whole bunch of bullshit.
You
and
can
then-
go with your friends on the 4th, but you can't go with me.
Yeah.
I
You can
don't
go.
wanna
So you,
go
so you can go on a free trip to the Bahamas, but you can't come like hang out on my poor ass fucking dock and have like a shitty barbecue with hot dogs. And she's like, "No," and he's like, "Fine." And they hang up, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go." And his buddy's like, "No, don't call her. Surprise her." I'm like, "Yep, perfect, perfect. This all adds up." You immediately go from fighting to being like, "And you know what else? I'm gonna propose." Like, what fucking movie are we in? What's happening right now? Nobody's making any sense.
This is Freddie
Prinze Jr. Why are you friends with this guy? He's like 16 years older than you. What's going on?
Because they're fishermen together. I mean, I've work friends that are well older than me, but I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not.
but they're
I'm not
talking
in my
about, like-
car. I'm not in my car singing with them and harmonizing.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. They're like friends.
That was weird.
I was friendly with my old coworkers too, the older guys, but we're not exactly. We're not hanging out like that.
Yeah, we ain't singing songs together either.
I mean, we did. We all sang.
we're all the same.
We all sang Backstreet Boys together.
So they get to the Bahamas.
Well, no. We missed Freddie Prinze Jr.'s friend getting murdered. Like,
No,
right
they get. But doesn't that happen after they get to the Bahamas? After the
I think
other group?
no,
No, that was on their way.
Okay,
He was on the
good.
way. It was
Because
first murder.
I love how. What's the friend's name? He's been in a million things. What's his fucking name? I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I can't remember.
Dave. His name was Dave.
Yeah, but who's the actor?
John Hawkes.
There you go, John Hawkes. So like, I like John Hawkes. He's a good actor. He's been in lots of stuff, and he's in there hanging out, and he gets the first kill, which was actually pretty good. Like, it was pretty brutal. I'm gonna give the movie its due where it needs it, and the way they use the hook, yanking people around and shit, is pretty brutal throughout the movie.
I thought it was good.
But Freddie Prinze's reaction, going no, and then going,
remember he is running, trying to dip and weave.
fucking bobbing and weaving on the road. Go off of the road. There's forest to either side. He's like, almost to the forest. No, almost. Then he plays like this weird Frogger game with a fucking semi truck that comes out of nowhere, and the editing's all over the place like that. It's like headlights, no truck. Headlights, no truck. And Freddie Prinze Jr. is just like, woo.
Like it was Scooby Doo.
And then he jumps. He does his fucking Van Damme jump.
And he rolls
over the sparks.
What I don't understand is why, like,
get out of the truck
the
and go murder the guy.
Exactly.
Just he's right there. He's unconscious. Go kill him. This problem is solved, because you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna come in at the end like he did in the last movie and fuck up your plans if you don't.
Yep.
But if he killed him, then we wouldn't get his journey through 8 movies. Because this is already the second movie he was in. He's been in a teen drama, the opening. Then he was in like a weird other kind of drama in the second scene. Now he's in a weird action escape movie.
Then he was in General Hospital. Then from General Hospital, he just goes to the streets and starts robbing people.
And the cops that are at the hospital talking to him aren't making any sense about. They're just like the way they're talking about the situation. I'm like, why is he not in handcuffs? Clearly, you think he's like a drunk driver that killed somebody. So, what's happening?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
And he escapes and has like this whole fucking Kevin Bacon from Death Sentence montage where he like pawns the engagement ring. He's like, "Is it loaded?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Load it."
Did he ask him if there was a waiting period?
Yeah. He said, I'm not waiting.
I'm not waiting. Okay, motherfucker.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. He's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" He's like, "I didn't ask for a weather report." No, that was when he robbed the guy for his boat.
The whole journey, dog. The journey is crazy.
All right, so let's get to the Bahamas now. So,
they get to the Bahamas and everyone's an asshole to these people that won this trip. And they talk to them like they're poor. They're like, "Oh, why don't we roll out the red carpet for our contest winners?"
Oh no, that was the main guy though, right? That was
that
was Jeffrey Combs. Yeah.
So clearly, this staff thinks that this contest was real. That's what I mean about the legwork. These people are here to accommodate these people that won this contest, this fake contest.
Well, all they had to do, right, is call like the hotel saying we had 2 contest winners and we want them in these 2 rooms.
He paid for all of that to happen, dog.
He did. He did
for everything. The killer paid for everything. Why?
And you know what else?
You spent money. You spent a whole cold hard cash.
The killer ain't shit because he fucking waited until this time period where he got like the most loneliest, saddest employees that got nothing better to do and no family. Like their lives already suck, and he's like, "I'm just gonna kill all of you because you're all sad."
Well, of course, I mean, you saw Jack Black show up, right? Like, clearly should have been murdered.
That was one step away from blackface.
Hey, white guy Jamaicans,
one small step away from blackface.
Yo, white guy Jamaicans is not a thing. That is.
I mean,
you could be white.
You could be Mekhi Phifer's reaction to that.
You could be, but this is back in the time where if you were white and you smoked weed, you had to have dreadlocks and like be all into Bob Marley. It's like you had to. It was either that or you were Pauly Shore.
But he was so Jack Black though. He was like, what the fuck is this like?
You know what else? I also thought he probably had a blast. He was probably like, "I want a good death scene. I want to make it awesome." So
I totally forgot he was in this movie. I popped this in. I'm watching this and I'm like, what? When did this happen?
How'd you watch it? You watch it on DVD?
Yeah, DVD.
I watched it on VHS.
On the tube TV.
On the CRT, absolutely.
Yeah.
The way it was meant to be seen in all of its 4x3 glory.
Exactly. I mean, I even flipped because I didn't even have it in the.
I paid for this.
You didn't even go on the app?
I paid $2.99 for this because I wanted
to see it in HD without any interruptions.
I mean, I watched it without any interruptions, not in HD, but
then you get the rest that follows is like a series of kills of this hotel staff mixed with like a weird workout scene.
Oh yeah, where they're exercising and punching the bag and fun.
Randy like does this soft ass kick, and Jennifer Love Hewitt's like, "Whoa, nice moves." It's like, oh boy.
Like,
she's like, "Yeah, I don't play. This chick don't play." It's like, oh god, get me out, get me out.
The whole vibe of this thing was like, and then they were like, "Oh, you can't leave. You can't leave. This is the hour. Oh, we're having a thunderstorm coming. Convenient.
There's a hurricane.
There's a hurricane coming. All this. It's really like, yeah. Come on, man.
Well, they planned. I mean, he planned it for hurricane season. I mean, that's why the rooms were cheap because he got cheap rooms hurricane season. And then he knew that nobody was going to be able to get off the island. It was all planned.
Yeah, you want to know how he knew? Because he fucking lives there.
He worked there for years.
His family's buried there.
In the forest. Not all of them, because Will
in a tropical jungle
Ben's
forest.
son.
So I'm confused. This is the crazy part. It's like, okay, so your dad killed your whole family, but yet you think your dad's not going to kill you too?
Well, except he had multiple kids, right? Because the reason why he killed the guy in the first movie was because his drunken car accident killed his daughter, and now he has this random son that we didn't know about
Yeah.
until
and his whole other family that he murdered.
Until Bill Cobbs told the story about his wife cheating on him, where he killed his son, he killed his wife, and then buried the daughter there too.
Right. Okay.
This is all.
It's so convoluted and so.
It was a whole
garbage.
story, you know. It was like, wait, what? Like, why
So
is
then,
this all happening?
So then Will and Mekhi Phifer run.
Oh, wait! There's also voodoo in this. Just to let you know.
Well, but I mean, he was doing.
I mean, there's a touch. There's a touch of voodoo.
He was doing good voodoo. He was protecting them.
Yeah, he's like, I stole your toothbrush to protect you. I was like, you're fucking creepy. Stop taking toothbrushes and underwear. He's like, is this hair off of my brush? Like, oh god. But Mekhi Phifer and Will run around there finding bodies. This is when Julie gets locked in a tanning bed, and she is screaming like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Well, he
and like
cranked it up.
He cranked it. I get it, but like it's zip ties. It's
she actually was in there.
Zip ties.
She actually was stuck in there in real life. She was stuck in there, and she didn't eat, and she got sick in there. Fact. That's actually a fact. Yeah. Yep.
Gross. Yeah, probably stink. Mm-hmm. But like these guys show up and they're just like they're zip ties. Like just get something, cut them, you know, or you just tension, and if they break, it's plastic. But they get a dumbbell, they're like hitting it, like oh my god, this is bad. This is so. I
mean, I guess
it's bad.
It's bad, but if they couldn't find anything to cut.
I know what you won't be doing next summer is getting in the tanning bed ever again.
Who gets in one of those anyways? It's a bad idea. I mean, I'm glad we got the scene for getting into it, but then it like now everybody knows. Okay, so there is really a killer. Something bad is happening, and this is I think kind of when we get like the first. I mean, the maitre d' gets it, which is nice.
That was a good kill.
And then, but I think Mekhi Phifer's kill is actually one of my favorites.
Oh, Mekhi Phifer's
it was a good kill.
I mean, just right through his neck. Like, you didn't even see him fucking. I'm just like, where the fuck did he come from? Like, in the middle of their fucking meeting and shit.
No, but how fucking sharp and how fucking strong is that man? Because he was behind him like this, and the hook just went right through his mouth. Like, God,
was it? There's nothing. It was through his neck.
It went through his neck. Like, but I don't remember the hook being that sharp going that way. I thought it was like had a little hook to it.
It did have a hook to it. I mean, it's a hook. Right. But yeah, it doesn't make sense.
If you watch it, yeah, right, you're right. Right. If you watch the scene, you're like, wait, how did that even? Huh?
How did it go through?
Yeah, how did it go through? Then how did he lift him up like that? Like it didn't. It doesn't make any sense. If you think about it, it just don't make no sense.
I don't know. I don't know, because right before that happens is when we get the scene of Freddie Prinze Jr. robbing a guy for his boat. He's like, you can't go out there. There's a hurricane. And he's like, I'm not asking for a weather report. I need a boat. Which one is yours? Click. I was like, the rain's pouring down on his face because that adds drama.
It does, because Jennifer Love Hewitt came out with, no, you can't.
She has some weird line about like my grave will not be filled. I was like, oof.
So back to the Kevin Williamson thing. I just looked that up, and because he had scheduling conflicts with Dawson's Creek, The Faculty, Halloween H2O, and he was gearing up to direct Teaching Mrs. Tingle, he could not write this.
I've never seen that.
Or Scream 3. That's why Scream 3 is terrible. And that's why this is terrible, at least written.
Did you ever see Teaching Mrs. Tingle?
I did once. I just don't remember it.
I've never seen it.
I don't think it was a very memorable.
It has that lady from The Faculty in it, though, don't it?
I think so, teacher? Yeah.
Anyway, what happens here? Oh, yeah, like Will starts acting hella sketch out of nowhere. And you're like, oh, I didn't remember this, but I was like, oh, yeah, there it is. As soon as he's like, no, just come this way. It's fine. I'm like, what? You're in on it. Because the voodoo guy went to go he hit Will with an oar, and you're like, uh-oh, so maybe that voodoo guy's bad. I'm like, maybe the voodoo guy's in on it. And then Will shows up, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
No. Voodoo guy knew he was his son. He remembered him.
Will Benson. Will's Benson.
Will
I like how they probably all, like, how did they all win this trip to the Bahamas, right? Like, because if I won a trip to the Bahamas, I feel like I would probably, you're not leaving that day. Right, it's going to take you probably a few days, maybe even a week to like get your shit together. Like you got to put a notice at work. Like you're going to tell people about it. Like talk to them. Like, how'd you win the contest? Like, oh, I had to fucking guess the goddamn capital of this country. They're like, oh shit, and you got it right. Like, yeah, I guess it was fucking Rio. There's nobody in these people's lives is like, what?
Yeah,
that's wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They just go. They had to get a passport. like. The amount of not give a fuckedness that they have is
well, maybe wild. They already had passports. You know, who knows? Maybe he had passports. I mean, I don't.
And to plant Will at her college, to somehow make him become friends with Brandy so that he could get close to her, all to like not make a move and not do anything, and then just to reveal the ultimate motive with no real gain from revealing it at that moment. In any way, he doesn't like have her in dead to rights. Like he's just like, it's like, I just don't get it. I'm just like, why now? Like
you ain't get it.
You gain nothing.
Will Benson. Like, oh my, shut up. He's so stupid. Oh,
well, I just,
you know, Jack Black was uncredited for this movie.
I noticed that.
That's very weird.
So
Freddie Prinze shows up, gets his ass whipped. Like
he shows up and then continues to. He goes right back into his looks of bewilderment. His eyes go big and his mouth like, all the fucking time. Oh, Julie shoots the shit out of the fisherman, and he's just like,
yeah. How did he survive 6 shots? Who knows?
I don't know. And he was buried in mud, so it was all infected. So, like, come on, bro. Like, are you supernatural now, or are you just? I mean, is this real? But remember, mind you, in the first one, he jumped out of the fucking window and shit. So that was all a dream, mind you. So maybe this time,
this is a dream again.
It better be a dream, because if Freddie Prinze Jr. is gonna brush his teeth for that fucking long and be just like, I love this thing. Oh, fuck. It's like this dude is on another fucking planet, bro.
And the funny thing too is, like, before that, like, I thought Brandy was dead to rights. Like, how did she survive? Did he just walk away?
Well, you know how she survived?
She's Brandy.
She's Brandy, and she's a Grammy award-winning singer.
Yeah, and she explained it all the way at the end when she said, haha, you don't got to worry about me, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that sums it up.
I love
the music charts at this time.
Yeah, I love this comment. Fans complain that the film's title is illogical, as it should be called "I Still Know What You Did 2 Summers Ago," which is still true.
I love her rapid fire exposition dump on everything. Last summer we killed him and we dumped his body in the water. We thought he was dead, but he didn't die. And now he's back and fucking up. It's like, God damn, fucking Micro Machine. She's fucking, she's running an auction. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of rain in this movie too. A lot of water and rain.
Well, again, it was the hurricanes.
The best reveal ever was when she was she's standing there and she goes.
He was killing himself on that one.
She goes, what day is it? And she goes, July 4th. How do you not know it's the 4th of July, dummy?
Well, they left on the 3rd. It could have hit midnight, and now it's the 4th. That is
stupid as well. Like, I get it if it's like August 30, August 14th or something. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, what day is it? Like, oh shit, it's August 14th. It's the 4th of July, dummy. It's America's birthday. You know what day it is. Everybody knows when it's the 4th
They're
of
in the
July.
Bahamas. There's no
No,
fireworks.
although they're American. Shut the fuck
There's
up.
no
This is stupid.
decorations.
They knew the fuck it was 4th of July.
Don't make me defend this movie, Steve.
They only want a trip for the weekend. It's not like they went a trip for like fucking a month.
Not only that, last summer on the 4th of July, 2 of her friends died and she was almost killed. The summer before that, they murdered somebody on the 4th of July. I think this summer you're gonna know what day it is. This day might bring up some memories. You're gonna be like fucking hanging out, like, wait a second, what day is it? Son of a bitch.
Oh, I killed
Didn't even
somebody.
realize. Didn't even fucking think about it. Wild. Time flies. Fucking was a crazy coincidence. Oh god, so dumb. I hate this movie.
A good movie.
All right, you hate this movie. All right, well that's it. There you go. I still know what you did last summer. I think you should still watch it.
I liked it. I still think you should watch it. I enjoyed it.
So that's it for tonight. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steve. Until tomorrow night, everybody, keep it creepy.